My apologies, Virgo. I had a bit of a coughing fit there, and I'm going to just... I hit the wrong button. Instead of pause, I hit stop, and I don't know how to connect two videos together yet. I haven't learned that just yet, so we're going to start over. This is part 2 of the Virgo reading for the remainder of September. If you are coming to part 2 and you haven't seen part 1, just stop now. Go back. Watch part 1. It's not very long, but it's important. I pulled all the cards and we started talking about this situation up here in the first line. And I think I said everything I needed to say there before I started coughing, but I will just recap by saying, be here. Be here now. Be patient with yourself, most of all, and let yourself experience what is clearly something pretty interesting because it's got you all in your feels. Just be here and don't try to anticipate the outcome. Okay, so second line could be the later part of this period of time we're reading for, or this all could be for the whole end of month. All of it could apply to the end of the month. 10 of Wands. This is a pretty heavy burden you've been carrying. And I think intuitively you know that it's important, that there's some very valuable lessons that have come out of carrying this weight. But I feel like you're moving out of a space where you felt cut off. A space where you felt like there's all of this out there and none of it's for me. I feel like now you're starting to understand. It could be through this experience up here and the observations of how you're feeling and what's happening internally based on what's happening outside parts of your life with other people. Your outside interactions are really working like a catalyst to evolve your internal experience. And it feels like you're now becoming aware that this feeling of having been left out or cut off or kept away from what you really need, that it's a perception. I think this, the insight now is that it's all in how we see our world. It's how we perceive our situation that sometimes limits us significantly. It's nobody keeping this person outside of the warm inside place where the resources are, except this person who has bundled themselves up, closed their eyes, made their view very small, very myopic, and because of that, they don't see that they simply must stand and go open the door. They could be inside where it's warm. They could be inside with support and people who love them around them, is what's coming through there for me today on that card. And I think you're starting to realize that because you're carrying so much responsibility, you've been looking down. You've been focused on the lower parts, the lesser. Your vision has been very tunneled by the weight of your responsibilities, and you haven't been able to look up. This person needs to look up. They see the light is on inside. There's a warm place there waiting for them. The resources are right there, but they're not looking at them. This person can't see the road ahead because of everything that they're carrying, but I think intuition is coming in now in that High Priestess card, and it's saying, I know now that it's how I perceive that is cutting me off from all of those good things that I want, that I deserve, that are waiting for me. They're right there. They're right there, but I haven't lifted my eyes to see them. And I think that's beautiful. I really feel like this end of month is a time of awareness for you, Virgo, a time of like renaissance almost. Like you're coming into your own, you're starting to understand parts of yourself and ways that you can be accessing your happiness and your joy that seem obvious at the moment, but have been really hard to pin down for a long time. So let's leave the cards there, and I'm going to pull one of these, maybe 3 of these, Terra Oracle for you, just for a little last bit of guidance. Where this cough has come from. Let's see. We have the wood mouse, the howler, and the harpy. And the qualities of these are focus, communication, and freedom. So there's something about the end of this month that has you really focusing on your communications with others, and that's bringing you a freedom that has been on your your list of things you want for a long time. Focus, communication, and freedom. I think I'll leave it there. I hope that you have a good rest of the month. Maybe I'll see you next weekend, maybe not. And at any rate, I will see you soon. Please leave some comments, some feedback, if you would. Likes, shares, subscribes are always appreciated. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. I think that's it. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful week. Blessings.